In this video, we look at Agiliron CRM, which stands for Customer Relationship Management and is also sometimes referred to as the front office. The Agiliron CRM is your single unified place that aggregates all customer-related information from all your sales channels under one umbrella. We will cover the CRM in two phases in this video. The first focused on how to manage the database of prospects and customers, and second focused on the sales process side on how to manage quotes, sales orders, and associated workflows. So let's start with the first phase, managing the database of prospects and customers. The schematic displayed on the screen shows the various modules in the Agiliron CRM that together help a business manage the database of prospects and customers. The Leads and Potentials modules help track prospects before they become customers. Accounts and Contacts help manage your database of customers and their history with your business. Activities, Help Desk, and Notes help you capture all the interactions your team will have over the lifetime of the customer in one place. And the Email modules will help with customer communication. The Agiliron system allows the management of customer accounts, referred to as accounts, and contacts associated with customer accounts. The goal of this separation is to allow creation of organizational type entities as accounts. The field setting in account applies to all contacts, but email communication is always sent to a specific contact. If you had multiple shipping addresses, you will create each of them as a separate contact. And on the sales order, you would select the contact where you will ship the order. This model allows you to have one account and any number of contacts associated with that account. To add an account, click the New Account link under the New menu. This brings up the form shown here to enter the information associated with this account. All of the drop-down fields here, like Industry, Type, Salesperson, and Status, can be customized to offer options that are specific to your business needs under Settings, Pick List Settings. We can also add additional fields to extend the database if there is information necessary to be added that is not covered by the standard fields provided in the system. This is applicable to all modules in the Agiliron system and can be done under Settings, Custom Field Settings. We have an account number field that can be set to auto-generate unique account numbers for each account. We have Sales Manager, Salesperson, and Sales Area fields for allocation of an account within your sales team. The Account Status field is available to manage the status of the account and can be used to filter out inactive accounts in reports or custom views. The Priority field is available if you want to designate different priority levels for your customers based on the volume of business or other criteria. For wholesalers and distributors, there are fields for Tax ID and Reseller ID to capture this information for your retailers. We have Credit Limit and Credit Limit Expires fields for managing credit availability if you plan to allow this account to make purchases on credit. Sales orders created in the Agiliron system check for credit availability if these fields are filled in. Optionally, the system can also be configured to perform the credit check during shipping. If the credit limit field is set, the system warns if the credit has been exceeded. The user can choose to override this credit warning and move ahead with the order or shipping. Then, there are additional fields like the default tax authority, carrier, and shipping method, which allow you to specify the choices that would apply by default for this account. This is helpful for your sales team when they create orders because all of these settings will automatically transfer to the sales order when this customer account is selected. This is also applicable to custom fields that you create. Content of custom fields from the account or contact transfer automatically to custom fields in quotes or sales orders when the account or contact is selected. So, investing some effort up front to set up your customer accounts with the right choices will make the sales process flow much more smoothly and efficiently. Now let's look at the Price Book field. Here you can assign the pricing that applies to this customer account when they make purchases from your business. If you have tiered pricing for your customers based on contract or volume terms, Here you can designate the appropriate price book. This selection then applies regardless of which channel the customer makes a purchase, whether on direct sales, POS, or the B2B store. Now let's look at payment method. Here you can select the way that this customer will pay for their purchases. If this is a customer that is invoiced on net 30 terms and sends a check, then select check. If this is a customer that pays by credit card, then select that as the payment method. With credit cards, you can store one or more credit cards for the customer on file here and designate one of those cards as the default. When you create a sales order, this credit card information is automatically pulled into the sales order for you to process payment there. There is a special handling field where you can note any special instructions for your fulfillment team when it comes to shipping to this customer, e.g., if there is a customer UPS account that must be used for shipping. This information is also automatically transferred to the sales order when this customer account is selected in the order and visible to your fulfillment team when they pull it up under the shipping module. We will now save our changes and view the account we just created. On this page, you can see all the selections we made for this account. In addition, you will notice a series of tabs across the top which provided all the related information for this account. This includes Contacts, which displays all the contacts associated with this account, Sales Orders, which display all the sales orders received from this account, and so on. All modules in Agiliron are organized in a similar way, and so when looking up any account, contact, or product, you can immediately see all the related information in one place, one of the key advantages of an integrated system. On the account page, you will also see a timeline icon here. If you click this, the system will bring a timeline showing the most recent activity first of the history of this account and what has been recorded in the system as it relates to orders, quotes, emails, activities, etc., along with relevant information for each of them. If you click on any of them, it will open the complete details in a separate tab. Finally, as with other modules we have seen before, the Accounts module also supports an import from spreadsheet capability with a template provided under the Tools section here, allowing you to migrate your data from another database. An export capability is also available if you need to take the information to another system or you need to make large-scale edits and import it back into Agiliron. To add an account, click the New Contact link under the New menu. This brings up the form shown below to enter the information associated with this contact. All the drop-down fields here, like Type and Contact Profile, can be customized to offer options that are specific to your business needs under Settings, Pick List Settings, as shown in the previous example. We will fill in this form and save the contact. On this page, you can see all the selections we made for this contact. In addition, you will notice a series of tabs across the top, which is similar to the view in the Accounts module. In addition, the Contacts module also supports an import from spreadsheet capability with a template provided under the Tools section here. Contacts can be imported or exported if you need to take the information to another system, or you need to make large-scale edits and import it back into Agiliron. To create a custom account and contact together at once, so the information does not have to be entered twice, you can click on the New Account and Contact link under the New menu. This will bring up the form shown here, with basic fields to enter the account and contact information. Optionally, a note or an appointment can also be created at the same time. Once the account and contact are created, you can enter the information for the additional fields supported in Accounts and Contacts by going to the account and contact after they have been created. If your business works with a set of customers that are acquired over a period of time by stepping through multiple stages like prospecting, qualification, negotiation, and analysis before they become customers, it is useful to be able to track the customer acquisition process as it goes through these steps. This is typically true in B2B businesses like wholesale and distribution, and less so in B2C businesses like retail. So this module may or may not be relevant to your business, depending on your target customer and how you sell your products. The Agiliron system can be used to support this sales process through the Leads and Potentials modules. As a new customer prospect is identified through a trade show, referral, or other means, the customer contact information can be captured into the Leads module. In the lead stage, a business opportunity with this customer is not yet established. As you begin your interactions with this customer and assess that there is some likelihood that this lead will turn into a customer, you can convert this lead into a potential customer and track the sales stage and the opportunity size under the Potentials module. In the Potentials phase, you can capture all your interactions with the customer and the stage that the customer acquisition process is at currently. To add a new lead, click the New Lead link under the New menu. This brings up the form shown below to enter the information associated with this lead. All the drop-down fields are here, like industry, lead source, type, rating, lead status, can be customized to offer options that are specific to your business needs under Settings, Pick List Settings. We will fill in this form and save the lead. Once saved, you will notice a series of tabs across the top, which is similar to the view in the Accounts and Contacts module. As with other modules we have seen before, the Leads modules also supports an import from spreadsheet capability, with a template provided under the Tools section here. If the lead we just created is ready to be converted to a customer, we can go into that lead and click the Convert Lead button to convert it to a customer, and the system will automatically move the previous history of this lead into the Accounts, Contacts, and optionally, the Potentials module. When converting the lead, you can enter the potential close date, potential amount, and potential sales stage. Once the conversion is done, let's review the account, contact, and potential created. Here, under Potential that was created, most of the information available in Leads is automatically carried over, but there are additional fields here like Type, Next Step, and Lead Source. All of these leads allow you to estimate where in the conversion funnel this potential sits, the size of the deal, when it's expected to close, and the likelihood of that happening. This can be a useful tool for assessing the health of your sales pipeline, as well as for sales forecasting. The Emails section shows all the emails sent out from the system. To create a new email, click the New Email link under the New menu. This brings up the form shown below to create the email. You can select the contact or lead from the drop-down menu on the right. Enter the email subject and CC recipients in the fields provided, and add attachments as necessary. Enter the message in the editor. Use the appropriate controls in the HTML editor to format the message. If this is a standard message, e.g., "Thank you for your order," try selecting one of the existing communication templates by clicking the Select Email Template button. You can create a library of email templates for most common scenarios under Settings, Templates, for consistency in communication. Click the Save or Send button to dispatch the email immediately, or to save it for sending later. All emails sent are immediately associated with the customer contact or lead, and visible under the Emails subtab for that contact or lead. To receive emails from your email service provider, the email service provider must provide IMAP protocol access, and this can be set up under the My Account section under List Mail Server. The process for this is well documented in the user guide. Once that is set up, go to the Emails section and click on the Webmails section. This is the tab that interfaces to your email accounts. The primary goal of providing this interface is to import customer-related email into the CRM and associate it with your customer information, so all interactions with the customer are captured and available in the CRM for your business users. You can add an email from Webmails to the system CRM by following the steps below. On the Webmails tab, check the emails you would like to transfer to the CRM, and then click the Add to CRM button. This adds a copy of the email to the CRM and associates it with a contact account if one exists in the system with the sender's email address, or a lead if one exists in the system with the sender's email address. If a new contact or lead does not exist with the sender's email address, a new lead is created and email associated with that lead. If an email is received from the customer's email address, the email is added to the customer record. Agiliron allows your business to automate the process of communicating with customers, especially in the context of marketing campaigns targeted at specific customer groups. To do this, we will create a custom view that will allow us to select specific contacts that we can email. We will start in the Contacts section and select the Create View link. We will segment the contact list for an email campaign. This will bring up the form shown below. Give the view a name. Select the columns of information you would like to view. Then select the necessary filters to select the relevant customer contacts. For this example, all customer contacts that fall in the B2B customers type are selected. Click the Save button to create the view. Next, click the Edit link next to the selected view. This form now includes an Edit Custom Email button. We will click on this button to bring up the HTML editor for crafting the marketing message. In addition, the buttons presented in the Contacts section for sending the email can be customized here. Check the Use in Button Label checkbox to customize the button label and fill in the text in the text field provided. We will enter B2B for our example. To display the Send All Mail button, check the Show Send All box. Let's select an email template and save this email. You will now see in the Contacts section, we have two new buttons for sending the email we just created. The campaign can now be launched by clicking the Send B2B Mail button. In addition, you can also send bulk email to all the contacts in this view, not just the ones shown on the first page, by clicking the Send All B2B Mail button. When the button is clicked to send the email to the selected all recipients, the system generates a preview page to review the email before it is sent out. The user can take one of the following actions on the preview screen. Send mail. If the preview of the email looks good, click the Send Mail button to send the email to all selected recipients. Cancel. Click the Cancel button to not send the email and return to the previous screen. Cancel or edit custom email. Click this button to not send the email, but be taken to the email editing screen again to modify the content of the email. All bulk emails sent out from the Agiliron system includes a footer with canned spam compliance information. The default message used at the bottom of bulk emails can be found in Settings, Templates, Email Spam Compliance. The message there can be customized for the business using the HTML editor available. Activities are events or tasks that you would normally manage in a calendar application. These could include meetings, conferences, calls, or tasks as they occur with customers, partners, employees, and others during the course of business. Activities have time markers, which help to schedule the activities and the associated timelines. You can also add additional information about the event, monitor the progress and status, and invite other users to participate in it. Two types of activities are supported in Agiliron. Events can be calls, meetings, or tasks. Activities can and should be linked to other data stored in system, such as contacts, leads, or potentials. The system helps you not only to schedule the activities, but also provides the set of tools to manage these activities efficiently across the organization. To schedule a call or meeting, click the New Event link under the New menu. The window that comes up has all the fields that are necessary to schedule the event. The Status drop-down list is populated from Settings, Pick List Settings, Edit Event Pick List, and can be customized there. Customizing it will allow you to track progress along the steps that make sense for your business. The rest of the fields are self-explanatory. The mandatory fields are marked with a red asterisk. Click the Save button to create the new event. Once the event is created, it is displayed in the Activities tab, and as an activity under the related lists for associated contacts, accounts, leads, or potentials that it is linked to when creating the event. You can subsequently add additional users or contacts to the event by clicking on the event name and going to the Users or Contacts tab and selecting them. The system facilitates scheduling of tasks and their assignment to one user or user groups. To create a new task, click the New Task link under the New menu. The window that comes up has all the fields that are necessary to schedule the task. The status or priority drop-down list is populated from Settings, Pick List Settings, Edit Task Pick List, and can be customized there. Customizing it will allow you to track progress along the vectors that make sense for your business. The rest of the fields are self-explanatory. The mandatory fields are marked with a red asterisk. Click the Save button to create the task. Once the task is created, it is displayed in the Activities tab and as an activity under the related lists for associated contacts, accounts, leads, or potentials that it is linked to when creating the task similar to the previous example. If you go to the Calendar section, you can view the list of events here, organized by day, week, month, and on a timeline. This can also be exported to a PDF for printing. If you are a user with administrator privileges, you can also filter for the calendar of specific users. Notes and attachments can be added to all the various entities in the Agiliron system. You can do this in one of two ways. From a module-related list tab. For this, we go to the module of interest, e.g. Accounts. Click on the account name link for the entity to which you want to add a note or attachment. Click on the Attachments sub-tab, and then here, you can click on the New Attachment or New Note buttons. In the New Attachment section, you can add an attachment document and include a description of the document as well. Under New Note, you can add your notes in an HTML editor and include an attachment if necessary. This provides a great mechanism to record any interactions with a customer or capture any documents, faxes, etc. that may have been received from the customer. Another way to access the Note feature is to click on the New Note link in the New menu. This will bring up the same note form with the various fields that can be selected, and note and attachment details can be entered. Any notes created are also included under the Notes section. Any attachments created will be found within the Related Lists tab of the associated entities. The system supports the management of customer relationships and post-sales customer support through help desk capabilities. This module facilitates the collection and management of customer requests, questions, problems, or other issues related to the products sold to customers. With this module, the support staff can keep track of customer complaints or requirements related to the business products. Sales staff and management can get a quick overview of the help desk activities related to customers or products or both. In addition, the support staff has convenient access to frequently asked questions, FAQ. This can help keep the service requests low and also maintain standardized processes in responding to common customers' requests. The help desk capabilities include two entities, tickets and FAQs. Tickets are any kind of customer service requests as they occur during or post-sales. To add a ticket, click the New Ticket link under the New menu. The form that comes up includes the necessary fields to create a new ticket as shown below. Most of the fields are self-explanatory and should capture the specifics of the customer issue. Use the priority, severity, status, and category drop-downs to position the ticket appropriately for disposition. These fields are populated from the Settings, Pick List Settings, Edit Pick List Settings, and this list can be customized there to support the business-specific support processes. You can also use the Assign To field to make sure it is routed to the right user or team in the organization. The Title field is required and must be unique for this ticket. The Description field should be used to enter a brief description about the issue that is the cause for this ticket. Once you have entered the necessary information to open the ticket, click the Save button. The detailed view presented to the user now includes fields for solution and comments that can be used to capture the ticket-related interactions or changes, as well as the final customer resolution. If this is recognized as a common customer issue, the solution can also be captured into the FAQ for future reuse. Each ticket may go through different stages and will be closed when it has been resolved to satisfaction of the customer. The system helps you keep track on the working progress and automatically logs the changes of the ticket. The History tab for the ticket includes the time, user, and nature of the changes. The system offers FAQs as a simple but powerful tool for collection of questions and answers that can be used by the support staff in responding to customer requests or complaints. You can use this as a knowledge base about products, services, or processes for your employees to be informed about internal business processes, and for your support staff to manage the process for helping customers. To add an FAQ, click the New FAQ link under the New menu. The form that comes up includes the necessary fields to create a new FAQ. Most of the fields are self-explanatory and should capture the FAQ details. Use the status and category drop-downs to position the FAQ appropriately. These fields are populated from Settings, Pick List Settings, Edit Pick List Settings, and can be customized there to support the business-specific support processes. The Question and Answer field should be used to enter the FAQ information, and the Comment field can be used to add additional information as necessary. That completes Phase 1 of this CRM demo video. Now, let's shift into the second phase of this video and focus on the sales processes and the associated modules and data flow. Phase 2. The schematic displayed on the screen shows the various modules that, together, help a business manage the sales processes with customers. The Quotes module allows for creation of estimates, which can then be converted to sales orders to complete the sale. Sales orders capture customer purchases and then manage payments through credit card processing or invoicing or other payment methods. Agiliron also supports sales returns for customers returning purchased products and provides various options when it comes to order fulfillment for shipping to customers. The process shown below allows the user of the system to manually create a sales order in response to a phone or fax order. Click the New Sales Order link under the New menu. This will bring up the form for entry of the sales order information. Enter all relevant information and flag the appropriate status, depending on the current status of the order. Subject. This is required and can be used to enter a short description of the order. Account name. This is the customer account placing the order and can be selected by autocomplete, where you type in the first few letters and the system prompts you with a drop-down for selection, or click the magnifying glass icon to bring up a dialog with search capabilities to select from. Contact name. This is the customer contact placing the order and can be selected by autocomplete, where you type in the first few letters and the system prompts with a drop-down for selection, or click the magnifying glass icon to bring up a dialog with search capabilities to select from. The contact list is filtered based on the selected account. Once the account is selected, you will see that most of the order fields are automatically populated with settings from the account fields. Now all that's remaining is to select the products. Here also, you can select by autocomplete in the text field by typing in the first few letters of the product name or product code in the text field and selecting from the drop-down, or click the magnifying glass icon to bring up a dialog with search to select the product list, and also allows for multiple product and quantity selection for quick addition to the order. Click the Save button once all information has been filled in for the sales order. If the credit limit has been set for this customer account, The credit available in the customer account field automatically shows the remaining credit available to the customer based on pending receivables. If there is no credit available when the order is created or modified, the system will warn about the lack of credit and give the user the choice of recording the order, overriding the limit, or not saving the order, and communicating this to the customer. The credit availability check considers the credit available as well as the status, paid or not, and amount of the current order. This will then display the sales order in the detailed view as shown. Here you can then generate a sales receipt PDF if the customer has paid for the order, using the Sales Receipt PDF button that can be emailed to the customer directly or saved as a file. If emailing directly to the customer, the email template that is used can be found in Settings, Templates. This template can be customized there to the business needs in the HTML editor. You also have the option to select one or more recipients from the contacts in the system, or by specifying email addresses directly. Create an invoice to bill the customer if the customer has not yet paid, using the Create Invoice button. This will create an invoice in the system that can later be found under the Invoices tab, and generate an invoice PDF file that can be emailed to the customer directly or saved as a file. Once the invoice has been created, this button changes to Print Invoice if you want to generate the PDF file again. If emailing directly to the customer, the email template that is used can be found in Settings, Templates. This template can be customized there to business needs in the HTML editor. Click on Select Template PDF, which allows for the selection of a custom business-specific template that has been created, and print email the PDF of that document. If a selected product is tracked by serial numbers or lot numbers for inventory management, the specific serial or lot number can be optionally selected here or deferred until the fulfillment, shipping phase. If the selected product is managed as a matrix item product, the product selection window will require selection of the product and the specific matrix item combination that should be included in the sales order. The QTY in stock and QTY on order columns show the current inventory status for the selected product. These columns highlight in green or red to draw attention to products that may have insufficient inventory at the time of the order. This sales order can now be found under the Orders, Sales Orders tab. To process credit card payments for a sales order in Agiliron CRM, you must first set up the payment processors under Settings, Payment Processors. At least one of the processors must have valid credentials set up. Once the payment processor setup is complete, you are ready to process credit card payments in the sales order for unpaid sales orders. You will go to the Orders tab. Click the Edit link for order that you want to process credit card payments. This will bring up the sales order in edit mode. Fill in the credit card details in the Payment Information panel in the sales order as shown above, if that has not been done already. Please see the list of fields and associated information below. Please note that the credit card information is shown masked because this was entered in the sales order previously. Click the Unlock icon to reveal the unmasked information. If the credit card information was set up in the account, it will have transferred here automatically when the order was created with that customer account. In the Payment Information panel, you will also find a Process button. Left of the Process button, fill in the amount to process. If processing the entire order, enter the total amount of the order as shown in the Amount Due field. Click the Process button. The Process button will turn to Processing. If the transaction was successful, the Process button will turn to Processed, and authorization code will be captured in that field. The Payment Received field will be set to the current date, and Paid status is set to On. If the transaction is unsuccessful, the system will pop up a dialog with the reason for the failure. Save the order to save these changes. Sales orders in the Agiliron system support multiple, partial, or split payments on the order. This can be used in various scenarios. Couple of examples. Charge the customer a deposit at the time of the order and capture the rest at completion. Offer convenience to customer to pay by 2 different payment methods, 2 credit cards for example. Irrespective of the usage scenarios, the Agiliron system can handle any number of payments on an order by following the steps outlined below. Edit a sales order and go to the Payment Information panel. In this panel, the payments received from the customer for this sales order can be recorded. You can record the payment method, along with the associated parameters, depending on the payment method selected, the amount, and payment received date. If the sales order is not fully paid, you can click the Add Payment button to add an additional payment to the order. If one or more of the payments being received are in the form of credit cards, the credit card payment processing can also be completed right here in the sales order for each of the payments. An order that has an unpaid status is posted in the Accounting Receivables section. Upon receipt of the payment after the order has been fulfilled, the order can be edited to change the status to paid and the payment information for the order captured. A sales receipt can also be saved as a PDF file or emailed to the customer directly from the detailed view of the order. Once the transaction has been completed, paid and shipped, it is posted to the Completed Transactions section. Under the Receivables section, select the Accounts with Balance custom view. You will now find the Export Statement button displayed with the list of customer accounts that currently have a balance owed. Select one or more of the customers and click the Export Statement button to save a PDF file or email PDFs directly to the customers, showing all unpaid orders and partial payments received from them. The email is sent to the email address of the contact name listed in the order. If a contact name email address is not available, then the account name email address is used instead. You will also find the Receive Payment button displayed here. Select one or more customers and click the Receive Payment button to enter payment information and then click the Save button to record the payment. If there are multiple orders pending payment, the payment amount is applied sequentially, starting from the oldest pending order. You can also choose to manage receivables in QuickBooks and receive payments there for checks received. If you choose to take this option, the QuickBooks setup under Settings, QuickBooks, should be set to export orders to QuickBooks when they are ready to be invoiced. Agiliron also supports a Pay Invoice capability that allows you to include a Pay Invoice link in the invoice email sent from Agiliron to customer. When the customer clicks this embedded link, they will be taken to the Pay Invoice page for that particular transaction, where they can view the order details and then in the next step, enter their credit card details and submit payment. Any sales orders created in the system or received from one of the sales channels that has not been fulfilled is automatically posted to the Shipping and Receiving module. Agiliron integrates with ShipStation to process shipments. This will be covered in more detail in the Learning Center. All you have to do here is select the orders that are being shipped, left checkbox, and select ShipStation from the Ship Via menu drop-down and click the Process button. This will bring up a screen with the selected orders and fields to enter the shipment information, carrier, method. Select the information in the fields and then click the Send to ShipStation button. All the order information is then sent to ShipStation, where you can create the shipping labels. When labels are created, the shipping and tracking information is automatically transferred back to Agiliron from ShipStation. Import and export capabilities are also available in the Tools box, which allows for export of order information for external carrier software and import of tracking information from external shipping software in a CSV import format. The template for this import is also provided here. If manually entering the shipping information, you can do it in one of two ways. Select the individual order number in the list waiting for fulfillment. Then, click the Edit link. This will bring up the order information with the fields that are relevant for fulfillment being editable as shown below. The user can enter the shipping information and modify the status of the order to shipped upon completing the fulfillment of the order. For serialized products, the serial number of the item shipped can also be recorded here if it was not selected during the sales order creation process. Select multiple orders that are being shipped by selecting the left checkbox and select Manual, Mark Orders Shipped from the Ship Via menu drop-down. Click the Process button. This will bring up a screen with the selected orders and fields to enter the shipping information such as carrier, method, cost, shipping date, and tracking information. Enter the information in the fields and then click the Mark Selected Orders as Shipped button. If you only have stock currently to fulfill the order partially, the system provides a backorder capability that allows you to ship the items you have in stock and backorder the ones that will ship later. The system also provides a convenient feature that allows you to generate a PO to vendor for items that need to be ordered or drop shipped directly to customer. Navigate to Settings, Notification Schedulers to configure the automatic order-related notifications. The second panel includes the configuration for sales order status notifications. This panel will display all the sales channels set up for the business and allow for the selection of notifications based on the specific sales channels. The direct channel is included by default. This refers to the creation of sales orders directly in the Agiliron Front Office CRM Orders module. As other sales channels are added to the system, they will automatically be added to this panel and available for customization. The 4 notifications available related to sales orders are Order Confirmation Notification, sent on creation of order in the system, either direct or on receiving it from a channel. Order Shipped Notification, sent on setting the shipped status on the sales order, including carrier and tracking information. Order Change Notification, sent on save after a sales order is modified. Backorder Notification, sent on create backorder for a sales order. Click the respective checkboxes for the sales channels to turn the notifications on/off and click the Save button at the top to save the selections. The first panel includes links for customization of the content in Enterprise Edition Plus only, and the recipients for each of the sales orders status notifications. These customizations are applied uniformly to all sales channels. Click the link, e.g. Send Order Confirmation Notification. This will bring up the customization screen shown below. Select the recipients from the To list. Use Control-Click to select multiple recipients. Some are pre-selected by default by the system, but they can be changed. If the customer name is selected here, the notifications for that customer are also captured under the Contact, Emails Related List tab for future reference. The Message HTML editor allows for customization of the content. Module-specific fields can be merged in with the message content. The available Merge Fields block can be used to insert markers in the content as shown below, e.g. to insert the sales order number. Select Sales Order Fields from the Select Fields Type drop-down. Select Sales Order, Order Number from the Select Field drop-down. Copy the Copy Merge Field Value field marker to your message content. The field marker will be replaced by the sales order number as the notifications are constructed and sent out. In the Enterprise Edition, you can also customize all the transactional PDF documents the system generates, e.g. sales receipts, invoice, PO, etc. Navigate to Settings, Templates. You will see one template for each of these PDFs. They all end with Customizable at the end. As an example, here is the template for the sales receipt. You can edit this template in the HTML editor provided to modify the layout, colors, font, and the content as needed. Canceling a sales order can only be done before the order has been shipped. If an order has already been shipped, you will have to create a sales return. Go to the Orders, Sales Orders tab and click the subject of the order that you want to cancel. Then click the Cancel Order button. This will cancel the sales order. If the order has shipped, the Cancel Order button is not available and a Create Return button is available instead. Once an order has been canceled, the order can still be found under the Orders tab. Use the custom view Canceled to see the canceled orders. When you cancel the order, the system will prompt regarding automatically refunding the customer if the payment was made with a credit card, and the user can opt to do that or to handle that externally. When it comes to creating a sales return, there are two scenarios that are supported. First is the creation of a sales return from an existing sales order where the customer made the purchase from you, and the second is a creation of a sales return without an existing sales order, which may happen if the customer made the purchase from one of your resellers as an example. To create a sales return for a sales order existing in the system, go to the Orders, Sales Orders tab. Click the subject of the order that will be returned. Click the Create Return button. This will bring up a sales return form with all the fields filled in from the sales order. The sales return form has an RMA number field. You can enter the RMA, Return Material Authorization Number, if it is provided to the customer authorizing the return manually, or allow the system to automatically generate a unique RMA number for every sales return. You can make any changes there, including the handling of which products are being returned, which amounts will be refunded, etc., and save the return. The return will be found under the Orders, Sales Returns tab, and the Shipping and Receiving, to receive the merchandise back from the customer. When the products are received, they are returned to inventory, and the refund can be processed in the sales return using the Process button. If you are issuing a credit for a future purchase, that can also be supported by the system. To create a sales return without a sales order existing in the system, click the New Sales Return link under the New menu. This will bring up a dialog asking for a sales order number. Leave the None in the Sales Order ID field. This will bring up a sales return form. You can make the return-related entries there, including the handling of which products are being returned, which amounts will be refunded, etc., and save the return. Click the Save button when the sales return fields have been completed. The Agiliron CRM supports the creation of quotes for potential or existing customers. To create a new quote, click the New Quote link under the New menu. This will bring up the form for entry of the quote information. Enter the relevant information, including the customer and product information, just like we did in the case of the sales order form earlier in this demo. The Quote Stage field allows you to track the status of this quote. Click the Save button once all the information has been filled in for the quote. This will then display the quote in the Detailed view. Here you can now generate a PDF of the quote using the Export to PDF button that can be emailed to the customer directly or saved as a file. If emailing directly to the customer, the email template that is used can be found in Settings, Templates. This template can be customized there to the business needs in the HTML editor. Once the customer is ready to buy, you can create a sales order from the quote. Going to the Quotes tab, click on the Quote Subject link. Then click on the Create Sales Order button. This will bring up the sales order form with all the details automatically transferred to the sales order from the quote. You can review and make any changes before adding the payment method and saving the sales order. The sales order is automatically linked to the quote and vice versa for future reference. The content of any custom fields in the quote will also transfer to the sales order for any custom fields with the same name. If the custom field was created for the quote but not the sales order, the field will not appear when the sales order is created. That concludes this demo of the Agiliron CRM. There is still more we could show, but we wanted this video to be a summary of the major elements of the CRM. Should you have any questions, please schedule a free consultation call at agiliron.com.